Okay, let's get our conversation run course on the show. EDO 2020, politics, Godfatherism, and governance seems to be at the center of the whole conversation right now. And let me welcome our panelists. I'd like to thank very specially Honorable Ahmed Musa. Many thanks for joining us on the program.
Thank you, Sonny.
Respecting Dr. Don Pedro Obaseki and Reverend Olu Martins, a civil society activist, to join this conversation. I'm sure they'll be here in no distant time. Okay, a whole lot has been going on in the state, particularly as it relates to 2020. The opinions that have been expressed so far is that this is characteristic of politicians, especially in an election year. How true is that?
Of course, it's the truth when you say it's an election year. Sure, it's an election year. Our politicians here and there. It's time for them to harvest. For those who believe in trading with a lot, those who does not stand firmly on the side of the truth. Like I have always said in this studio, that people must speak to truth irrespective where you stand. So this is a better time for them to harvest a lot.
Okay, well, when you talk about harvesting a lot, what did they plant that they want to harvest, particularly at this time?
Yes, Sonny, if you are governor and I need something from you, I must come and tell you that, do you know that Ahmed Musa is not with you? And if I'm going, or you are going, you expect something. Have you not harvested? So it is the time for politicians to say all sorts of things and be on this side, whereas there is no side.
Okay. The views canvassed by some analysts is that what is playing out in Edo State is the resurgence of Godfatherism in Edo State politics. That seems to be the reason behind the crisis that we'll see in the state.
Well, if people see it that way, fine. For me, I don't see it as Godfatherism. Something must start from somewhere. In politics, you didn't rise to where you are. You didn't give yourself an employment letter. Somebody gave you an employment letter to work here. And as far as it is, as far as politics is concerned, you cannot rule it out. We've seen a lot of leaders in this country, the likes of Chief Tony Anene, his own recipes, Adedebo from Oyo. And people call all these people Godfather. I don't, when you talk about Godfather, who doesn't want to assume the position of Godfather? So if you came here to ITV, you just walk in here, and you didn't pass through the procedure to come and interview me, and then I will say you don't have a Godfather. And I'm sure you had a Godfather before you started working here. So when people talk about Godfatherism, I don't know what is.
Well, I didn't have a Godfather. There was a call for application, and I applied.
Yes.
I was granted an interview.
Yes.
I qualified, I passed the interview, and I was given an employment letter.
Yes, so you were given
yes.
A Godfather gave you an employment letter.
Yes.
Yes, a Godfather owns this place. So you are working under somebody. So if I'm working under the governor today, the governor is my Godfather. I don't know how you look at it. What is Godfather? Somebody must rise to somewhere. And somebody must stand, you must stand on somebody to climb. When people talk about Godfather, I don't know where they want to rule it, how they want to rule it out.
Okay. So why did we, at some point in time, criticized Godfatherism in politics, and we preached the message of one man, one vote. No Godfatherism.
Yes.
Yes.
Even though we preached it, you just see it on the scene.
It means we didn't believe it.
How do you have to believe that? Why do you have to believe that? Yes, some people will say, okay, yes, we came into power by our own way of pedigree, where we are coming from, our background of where we are coming from. So we rose to power, we become this, we become that, without nobody helping us. We know when we are talking of Godfatherism, Osumbo was governor of this state. We had elders of the party that, campaigned for him to be governor. You want to call that Godfather? We are still in APC today. Adam Sojomole came from Labour to ACN then. He was the one that preached one man, one vote, even though we were on the other side. Yeah, he contested the election. People were still behind him. Even though he didn't request them as Godfather, it was then an ideology for their party to demystify the PDP. As at then, to tell Edo people, oh, look, these people, they are the Godfathers. We need to retire them.
Okay.
It was a campaign to me. It was a campaign ideology for them as ACN there.
Is it that tantamount to deception?
It's not, however you see it.
No, I'm asking you, is it not a deception?
No, it's not. At that particular time, that was what they had as ACN, as a party, to campaign. That they want to demystify the Godfather. And still yet, the Godfather remained the Godfather. When they died, they wouldn't have gone there to say that they were paying their last respect to their father. Everybody had a Godfather. I stand to be corrected. I have a Godfather.
So who is your Godfather?
You want me to name my Godfather on television? I have a Godfather.
Okay, now if you say that the crisis rocking the APC in Edo State is not Godfatherism, partly, so what then is responsible for the crisis? Because you talked about the crisis having its roots. So what then is responsible?
Yes, that is why everybody, every organization, the party, government is different from party. Party ought to have its own powers as a party. And party, as supreme as it is supposed to be respected, even by those in government. But because when we come to government with all respect, we believe that the party believes that without the government, it cannot function properly. Because vis-a-vis, government had to pay their tax to the party to enable the party function. If they do that, the party would have been supreme on its own. We will not have an appendage of a governor or a deputy governor or a senator or a House of Rep member to control it under its note. So when you talk about Godfatherism in supremacy or Godfatherism in the party, it shows that because they must depend